Did you know Pharaoh Pepi II hated flies so much he used slaves covered in honey to catch them? It's me. And today, we're going to talk about one of the weirdest things I learned while researching ancient Egypt, Pharaoh Pepi II's flies opening. You see, Pepi II ruled Egypt from 2249 to 2201 BC, and during his reign he built pyramids and temples, waged war, and generally tried to make the world a better place. But there was one major problem: flies. As the ancient Egyptians kept their palaces and temples open to the elements, they were constantly swarmed by flies, especially during the warmer months. These flies would not only annoy the pharaoh and his court, but they would also carry diseases that could kill people. So the pharaoh needed a solution, and he needed it fast. His solution was a sticky one. Literally. He would have slaves cover themselves in honey and stand in the corners of the room, basically acting as fly paper. The flies would stick to them and not bother the pharaoh while he was trying to live his life. This may sound like a small and insignificant detail, but it actually tells us a lot about ancient Egyptian society. For example, it shows that the Egyptians kept their palaces open to the public. If they had kept their palaces closed off, the flies wouldn't have been able to get in. But by keeping their palaces open, they were able to avoid the flies landing on them by having slaves covered in honey stand in the corners of the rooms. This also shows that the Egyptians didn't mind sacrificing a few slaves to save the pharaoh from being annoyed. To them, the pharaoh's comfort was worth the price. Finally, it also shows that the Egyptians were willing to experiment with different methods to catch the flies. They didn't just use one method for the entire year. They would try out different things and see what worked best. So next time you're swatting at flies in your house, just remember it could have been much worse. At least you don't have to cover yourself in honey. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something new and exciting about ancient Egypt. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye.